Hey everybody, hello. So I'm Sherry Capola and I am a Christian life coach and I have a new series out right now. I'm a Christian life coach for women, I should say. And I have a new series right now called Project Weight Loss where I'm sharing all of my best tips and I'm responding to a lot of the frequently asked questions I get, not specifically to my weight loss program, but specific to weight loss in general. Now, if you've followed me for any amount of time, you know that I deliver content, and this Project Weight Loss series is no exception. Now, I do need to tell you, I am doing a live video tonight from home, obviously, with 3 little kids and a puppy, and crazy shenanigans could be underway. So with that, I'm going to dive in and just pray that none of that happens. So why am I sharing this content for free? I'm sharing this content for free because a lot of this stuff is just stuff I wish I had known when I was desperately trying to lose weight on my own. Because if you're anything like me, the women that I serve are 35 plus, who are women entering menopause, dealing with perimenopausal symptoms, finding themselves in situations where they are recently weight loss resistant. And despite all of their best efforts, anything that they do to try to lose weight, nothing works. In fact, everything that they used to do in their 20s and 30s doesn't work for them anymore. So I'm doing this series to kind of just pay it forward and help you with understanding some of the things that you should be thinking about when you're trying to lose weight in your older years. So if you've not followed this series, basically what I've done in the last 4 videos, I've given you some high level information to help you think outside of the box when it comes to weight loss. The first video I talked to you about how to be set up for success on your weight loss journey. The second one was how to pick a weight loss program for this age and stage of your life. The third one was the hard questions to ask for yourself. And this is where I just really challenged you in the third video to say, okay, how am I getting in my own way? Because for the majority of my clients that work with me, they are the biggest problem. And it's not anything, I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that from the perspective of we get into habits, we get into situations, all of these things. So that was the third video to talk about, hey Nikki, to talk about the hard questions that you need to ask. The fourth video was how I'm kind of bridging the gap. I'm bringing together right now the intersection of all of the career, how do I want to say this? I'm bringing together all of my expertise as a professional certified weight loss or a professional certified project manager and Christian life coach, and bringing it together for you to help you see how you can approach your weight loss as a project plan. And oh, Nikki, you're the sweetest thing. So I'm wanting to share all of these things with you. The fourth video was where I really talked to you about diving into your obstacles with weight loss so that you can step out of self-sabotage, getting out of your way by knowing what your excuses are, your habits, your focuses. You can have too many focuses, too many things that you're focused on at one time, and how I encourage women to just have a season where that's just what they're focused on, is they need to focus on creating new habits and new routines so that they can get out of their weight loss situation. All right, so tonight, video 5 is not about any of that. Video 5 actually comes from one of my most frequently asked questions. A lot of times when I launch the Seekers Method, because, it's not open all year, but anyhow, when I go to launch it, a lot of women, when they're trying to decide if they want to sign up or not, a lot of them will say to me, they'll send me questions, and a lot of them center around, Sherry, you teach a lot about prepping food. I don't have time to prep. And usually, if we get on a coaching call or we enter into a coaching relationship, we get to the root of it. And so tonight I want to share with you what it is that I take a client through when we have a coaching call, a consult call, to talk a little bit about how they don't have time to prep and what that means. So here are some of the things that I actually see when I'm talking to women and coaching them to help them get out of their own way so they can just lose the belly fat already. So here's where we start. You need to know if whatever story you're telling yourself, in this case, you don't have time to prep food, if you're dealing with an excuse or if you're dealing with a legitimate reason. So what I mean by that is you might be dealing with an excuse, I don't have any time to prep my food. If you find that you don't have time to prep your food once a week, maybe twice a week, but you watch 3 sitcom series shows every week. I mean, anybody guilty of that? Because I find that that's a common theme. We have time to do these other things, but we don't have time to kind of sow a seed in the area where we need to make progress. The other area is, you might have a lot of time to socialize and do things on the weekends or weeknights with all of your friends and to do all of these things, and you're socially engaged and you're busy, go, but you don't have any time to meal prep. Or you have too much to do after work every single night. You don't have time to meal prep. Or I get this a lot. A lot of women don't realize that they might have time to meal prep because they might have pockets of time here and there. I hear my kids totally imploding as I talk right now. Like, I don't even know what's happening. You might have pockets of time to prep little things here and there so that it all amounts to giving you more time and therefore more success in your weight loss. But you're kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You're frozen because you have this vision in your mind that if you can't do the prepping 100% the way that you see prepping happening on Pinterest, that you're not going to prep at all. And so what I've encouraged you to do in the last few videos that I've done is to just do sloppy prep. I teach this to my clients all the time. And this is legit where I seriously, might only have a little bit of time on Friday night. And I know normally I love to do a Pinterest perfect prep on Sunday. That is not reality. I have 3 little kids, schedules, church, you name it. Well, so what I'll do on Friday night is I'll brown up all of the meat that I'm going to be using for a recipe on Sunday. Or Friday night, I might drop something in the crock pot. And that's all I do. And then on Saturday, all I do is 20 minutes while I'm waiting for the kids to, chop up the vegetables and have them in the fridge. So that way, Sunday, when I can get to the prep, if I've only got an hour to prep, I'll do some sloppy prep. Bring together the things I prepped, cook it, plop it in the dishes, off you go. Life is great. And I'm setting myself up for success. So you might not have time, but what you need to do is assess how you are spending your time. So if you're telling yourself, I don't have time to prep, I want you to take a look at how you are spending your time. And if you're watching TV, or if you're telling yourself that it has to be perfect, or if you're doing any of the things that I mentioned, then you need to get real with yourself and do an evaluation and assess your priorities. Because your priorities might just be misaligned. There's no reason why you can't still watch all your favorite shows and indulge in the way that you want to indulge, or whatever the story is. You just need to reprioritize it so that before you can watch those shows or do those things, you're focused on your priorities. And in this case, if the difference between you losing the weight and staying fat is prepping your food so that you're eating well and you're not driving through every single night or being hangry and doing all the things that we do when we're home from work and we're crazy hungry, then you need to just really evaluate your priorities. DVD your shows. Do whatever you've got to do. Stop watching them. That's what I did, but that's not for everybody. So I encourage you to get yourself in alignment by having some serious talks with yourself and observe what it is that your priorities are focused on, your time is focused on, and assess whether or not you can reprioritize that. Okay, now sometimes I have clients who will tell me I don't have time to prep, and they have legit reasons. They're not excuses, they are reasons. I had one woman who is taking care of 2 elderly parents and has a family. Like, the woman, I don't even know how she does it, but that's a legit reason. I get that. Another woman had 2 jobs. I mean, working hard for her family. Another woman, single mom, twin toddlers. Like, I get it. Another woman, she's just too hard to prep and cook. So all of these legitimate reasons, but all of them, if you ask me, in my opinion, are the reason that you need to prep. Because if your life is so full, imagine this. If you spend even an hour, I don't know, like Friday night, an hour doing something, Saturday, an hour, and then maybe an hour on Sunday, just doing sloppy prep until you get everything prepped on Sunday, and you pack lunches, pack all the kids' lunches on Sunday, pack all of your lunches on Sunday, brown all the meat for the things that you're going to make for dinners throughout the week. That way, every night when you come home, you don't have to defrost the chicken. You don't have to do all the maybe all you have to do is boil the pasta, add it to the chicken, pour on the sauce, and dinner is on the table. You're not dealing with the overwhelm. What you do to prep is going to save you so that you are dealing with situations where you can support your legitimate reasons for why you need to do other things with your time Monday through Friday. You free yourself up. I call it borrowing time. You basically borrow time from the weekend so that each weeknight you're not so stressed and you're that much closer to being successful in your weight loss journey. So I just encourage you today to get real with yourself and stop staying in your comfort zone. If you're overthinking the prepping thing, follow me on this Project Weight Loss series. I am going to share everything that I have found over the years and that all of my clients have shared with me, the things that we've figured out with making prepping easy. Also, don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Oh, here they come. Aim for progress. Hey, Kim, aim for progress, not perfection with your prepping. I mean, seriously, what you put into it, you're going to get out. And even if you just do it sloppily for the first, however, you're going to get better. You're going to get more efficient and proficient. And then, like I was saying at the beginning of this, prioritize your time according to your goals and responsibilities and availability, and truly get real with yourself and mother yourself about how you're spending your time, because you probably have time to prep. You're just stuck in the stories. You're stuck in your comfort zone, and I'm just encouraging you to get out of your comfort zone. So I'm going to take Project Weight Loss into Christmas. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys all the way through Christmas, and my intention is that I'm going to come live to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and share all of these tips. So my next video, not workshop, my gosh, I'm like talking like I'm already coaching with you. What is this? My next live video on Wednesday, the topic will be, you don't know how to cook. What do you do when you're trying to lose weight and you don't know how to cook? I help women with this all the time. So I'll be sharing my best tips with you on Wednesday. All right, ladies, have a good night. Bye.